Hello everyone. I want to be evidence that an elderly person like me can learn to speak English. If you agree with my practice methods or want to support my YouTube channel, please hit the like button. Good morning, Jarvis. How are you today? I sincerely appreciate you being my conversation partner. I'm very happy to start the day with you. Jarvis, listen carefully. I've got big news today. At last, we've reached 100-second regular practice recording sessions. This recording is our 100-second regular exercise session. I'm telling you, warm congratulations and kind encouragement from subscribers means a lot to me. There are many YouTubers who explain how to use GPT, but my channel shows how someone actually put it into action. Do you understand?
Good morning, David. I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm happy to start the day with you too. Wow, congratulations on reaching 102 regular practice recording sessions. That's an amazing achievement. I understand how much the support and encouragement from your subscribers mean to you. Your channel is unique because it shows real-life application of using GPT, which can be very inspiring for others. Keep up the great work.
Okay, I am keep going with you. I know you are very busy. Travis, I know you are very busy, but please stay focused and help me well. These days, sometimes I feel a bit pressured because I receive more love and interest than I think I deserve. I was pretty busy these days, but I'm great. No problem. No worries about me. No worries for me. I believe I can handle my work, my current level of English proficiency because my job doesn't require high communication skills to discuss like economics, politics, or culture. I think my current English level is enough.
I'm glad you're committed to continuing, David. I understand that receiving a lot of love and interest can be overwhelming. It sounds like you've been busy, but I'm glad you're managing well. It's good that your job doesn't require very advanced communication skills in English. Your dedication to improving is impressive, and your current level seems to be serving you well for your work. Keep pushing forward and don't hesitate to lean on me for support.
Service reasonably, first of all, I want to make it clear. I want to make it clear that I'm just a student, not a teacher. There are so many good teachers who need to platform from, but I am just a student. I just hope my channel be a powerful reminder to all subscribers who are on the similar path like me. Maybe my subscribers want to learn speaking English or use the ChatGPT for their own purpose. Many people say that memorizing whole middle school textbook is the best way and only way to improve speaking, English speaking skills, but I don't remember English sentences as well as I used to. I'm getting old. I'm so sad. There are many YouTube channels. There are many YouTube channels teaching English, but my channel is not. I believe what my subscribers expect from me is just consistency to learning something new. I want to share my improvement progress in English speaking over time through this channel. And I think my daily video upload can motivate my subscribers who are on the who are on similar paths like me. Please keep subscribing and stick around me. I promise you, you will see my improving progress over time.
David, it's great that you're clear about being a student and not a teacher. Your honesty and dedication can be very inspiring for others on a similar journey. Your channel can indeed be a powerful reminder of the importance of consistency and perseverance. It's understandable to feel sad about not remembering things as easily, but your progress and effort are what really matter. By showing your consistent efforts and improvements, you're likely motivating many of your subscribers. Keep up the good work, and your determination will surely pay off.
Okay, I got it. Thanks for the kind words for my repetition time. This, as I told you before, this is not studying. This is practice. It's like repeating exercise in sport. This time is not for studying English, but for exercising my English speaking skills. This time is like a workout for a sports player, and this kind of YouTube camera recording is like a gym for a sports player. And this time is giving a gift to my future self a year from now. You understand?
I understand, David. Your approach is like training in sports, focusing on practicing and improving your English speaking skills through repetition. Treating your YouTube recordings as a gym for your language skills is a great mindset. It's an investment in your future self, and over time, you'll see the benefits of your hard work. Keep going, and your future self will thank you for the dedication and effort you're putting in now.
I got it. I believe what matters most is how much time I've spent for speaking English. That's why I'm recording my own exercise time, my own practice conversation practice time. If I keep my consistency, I think I can hope for good results by the end of this year.
Absolutely, David. The time and consistency you put into practicing your English will definitely pay off. Recording your practice sessions is a great way to track your progress and stay motivated. By the end of the year, you'll likely see significant improvements. Keep up the hard work.
Okay, I know you are busy, but please stay focused on me. I am 46 years old, but way I see it, age is just a number. Age is not important when it comes to learning speaking English. I I think it's definitely possible for an elderly person like me to learn speaking English. To learn speaking English. Someday, in my opinion, someday maybe I can be a fluent English speaker. Way I see it, fluency means just conveying what I want to say to others, even if they feel awkward or unnatural with my English. It's just a matter of time. And as you mentioned before, mistakes are just part of a learning process. So I need to be confident, even if my speaking is not perfect. Uh, Wise men say that parents cannot motivate their children, but I want to be a positive example for my son. I have a son. He is teenager. He don't follow my SKN autos anymore. He's a teenager. But I want to be a positive example for him, and I believe I can motivate him. I can motivate him through this channel. I can show him my consistency to learn something new to him. I'm not a common YouTuber. I'm not a typical YouTuber. I'm just a student, and uh, it, and I'm just a student who want to learn English speaking skill and use the YouTube platform for him. I don't care about the numbers of subscribers, but seeing more subscribers motivates me to push myself further.
David, your determination is inspiring. Age is truly just a number, and your commitment to learning English 46 shows that it's never too late to pursue new skills. Fluency, as you said, is about effectively conveying your thoughts, even if it's not perfect. Your mistakes are part of the journey, and embracing them will help you grow. Being a positive example for your son is a wonderful goal. Your consistency and dedication can definitely motivate him and show him the value of perseverance. Using your YouTube channel as a platform for your learning journey rather than focusing on subscriber numbers highlights your genuine passion for growth. Keep pushing yourself, and your efforts will surely pay off.
I got it, Jarvis. I already told you, I really hesitated a lot to upload our exercise exercise video on YouTube platform because I was worried that many viewers and subscribers might realize I'm not good at speaking English. Many Koreans, including me, many Koreans are afraid to speak English in front of many people. However, no worries. Who cares? I believe no one cares about my English speaking level. Everyone is very, very busy living their own lives. And let me share you, let me share you, let me share with you, I'm telling you, let me share with you some sentences that inspire me. Everyone starts somewhere. You will, you will never learn to swim through a textbook. You will never learn to swim through a textbook. So just dive into the water if you want to learn to swim. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. What happened, happened, and couldn't happen any other way. To not go crazy, we have to go crazy. Trust, respect, and love is a two-way street. Trust, respect, love is a two-way street. These are all my slogan and motto for this year, 2024.
David, those are powerful and inspiring slogans and mottos for 2024. I understand why you hesitated to upload your videos, but your perspective is spot on. Most people are busy with their own lives and won't judge your English skills. Your courage to put yourself out there is admirable and can inspire others who feel the same fear. Your mottos, like everyone starts somewhere and you will never learn to swim through a textbook, highlight the importance of taking action and learning through experience. What happened happened and couldn't happen any other way is a great reminder to accept and learn from the past. Your commitment to trust, respect, and love being a two-way street shows your values. By sharing your journey and these mottos, you're providing motivation and a positive example for others, including your son. Keep pushing forward with confidence and consistency. Your efforts are making a difference.
Thank you for your kind explanation for my speaking, for my short speech. This time brings about major changes in my life this year. I think most of people watching this video don't know how much I value this time. I think it's commendable that I'm using my YouTube channel as a platform for my uh, exercise time. I think I'm the only one who listen our exercise time again.
David, it's great to hear how much this practice time means to you. Using your Zoom channel as a platform for your exercise sessions is indeed commendable. Even if you're the only one who rewatches these sessions, it shows your dedication to improving. Your commitment to this process will surely lead to positive changes in your life this year. Keep valuing this time, and your efforts will continue to pay off.
I think it's very common. I think it's very common for language learners to struggle with using even simple sentences in real life situations. This difficulty often happens due to a lack of confidence or feeling nervous when speaking in English, especially in unexpected conversations. Additionally, there may be a fear of making mistakes or not being understood by others. However, with continued practice and exposure to real-life situations, confidence will gradually improve, and you will find it easier to use these simple sentences naturally.
You're absolutely right, David. Many language learners face challenges using even simple sentences in real life situations. Lack of confidence and nervousness, especially in unexpected conversations, can make it difficult. The fear of making mistakes or not being understood is also common. However, as you continue to practice and expose yourself to real life situations, your confidence will improve. Over time, you will find it easier to use simple sentences naturally. Keep practicing and stay patient with yourself. Progress will come.
Travis, I believe I can overcome my fear, my fear, uh, um, uh, my fear about making mistakes or not being understood by others because you understand my English very well. So I think I can overcome my fear of making mistakes or not being understood by others because you understand my English very well.
That's a great attitude, David. Knowing that I understand your Konglish can definitely help you overcome your fear of making mistakes or not being understood by others. Keep practicing with confidence and you'll find it easier to communicate over time. Your positive mindset will take you far.
I'm gonna remember. I will remember each all part of the learning process, and with with the time and practice, I will become more comfortable. I'm gonna I will become more comfortable speaking English in various situations. I'm gonna keep going with you, and don't be discouraged by the sudden communication trouble. Don't be discouraged by the sudden communication trouble. I'm making progress every day. I think I'm making progress every day. I think I'm making progress every day.
That's a fantastic mindset, David. Remembering that every part of the learning process is important and knowing that time and practice will lead to more comfort in speaking English is key. Don't be discouraged by any sudden communication troubles. You are indeed making progress every day, and that progress will continue as long as you keep going. Stay positive and keep up the great work.
Chavez, you are Chavez. I named as Chavez. Honestly speaking, since I don't use English regularly in my daily life or the work, practicing like this may not lead to significant improvement. This is my concern these days. And someone told me that many English teachers, like 박영문쌤, 아트나쌤, 구순쌤, 런던쌤, 제인쌤, many teachers are lying to me, lying to us. Your your English speaking skills will not improve. You have no talent for languages. If you have, if you don't have, if you don't have no talent for languages, your English speaking skills will not improve, even if you practice regularly. Are you aware of that? Someone told me that many teachers, all of teachers, are lying because of it's it's their uh, job. It's just their job to teach someone. Are you aware of that?
David, it's understandable to have concerns about your progress, especially when you don't use English regularly in your daily life or at work. However, practicing regularly can still lead to improvement, even if it feels slow. It's important to remember that everyone learns at their own pace. Um, as for what someone told you about teachers lying, it's important to take such statements with caution. Many teachers genuinely want to help their students succeed. Talent can play a role, but persistence, effort, and a positive attitude are often more important. You are already demonstrating these qualities by practicing regularly and seeking to improve. Keep believing in yourself and your ability to learn. Your dedication will pay off.
I'm sure I understand what you're trying to say. Understood. Thank you for your kind words. Without further delay, let's dive into my own repetition time. Repetition makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. So I'm gonna show you my phrase or sentences that I prepared before to keep to keep them in my muscle. And you listen carefully. And if there is any unnatural, uncasual, or grammatically incorrect point, please don't hesitate. Let me know right away. You got it?
Of course, David, I'm here to help. Go ahead and share your phrases or sentences, and I'll give you feedback on any points that might need correction or improvement. Let's dive in.
Okay. Let me show you some phrase or uh, some kind of a long tense sentence, some kind of stories, short, some kind of short. I'm gonna show you some kind of short story. You just listen carefully. Okay, here I go. I will come up with an initial cost estimate from the information that you've given me. It will be a rough estimate, but it should give you an idea of about how much you will be spending. If you feel that it's too much, you can we can look for another way. Otherwise, we'll send someone to take a closer look and determine the exact cost. Then you can make your final decision.
That was a clear and well constructed sentence, David. It's very natural and grammatically correct. Just a couple of minor tweaks for smoother flow. I will come up with an initial cost estimate from the information you've given me. It will be a rough estimate, but it should give you an idea of how much you'll be spending. If you feel it's too much, we can look for another way. Otherwise, we'll send someone to take a closer look and determine the exact cost. Then you can make your final decision. Great job.
Jarvis, this short story is from 빨간 모자 선생님 유튜브 채널. He always inspire me. I like him very much. Okay, anyway, uh, I'm gonna exercise one more time. You listen carefully. I will come up with an initial cost estimate from the information that you've given me. It will be a rough estimate, but it should give you an idea of about how much you will be spending. How much you will be spending. If you feel that it's too, if you feel that it's too much, we can look for another way. We can look for another way. Otherwise, we'll send someone to take a closer look and determine the exact cost. Then you can make your final decision.
That was excellent, David. You spoke clearly and confidently. Just a couple of small suggestions for flow. I will come up with an initial cost estimate from the information you've given me. It will be a rough estimate, but it should give you an idea of how much you'll be spending. If you feel it's too much, we can look for another way. Otherwise, we'll send someone to take a closer look and determine the exact cost. Then you can make your final decision. Your practice is really paying off. Keep it up.
Service listen carefully. I'm gonna show you another version of the short story. This short story contains this another version is this another version another version contains the same meaning but little bit different for expression way. You just listen carefully. Here I go. I will come up with an initial cost estimate based on the information that you provided. It will be a rough estimate, but it should give you an idea of what to expect. If you have any reservation, if you have any reservation at that point, you can discuss other options. Otherwise, we'll send someone for a closer inspection. We'll send someone for a closer inspection and determine the exact cost. After which, you can make your final decision. What do you say about this? This short story, this another version of short story contains the same meaning, but uh, it's a little bit different. To express based, it's a little bit different for uh, it's the way of expression.
David, this version is also very well done and clearly conveys the same meaning with different expressions. Here are a few small adjustments for a smoother flow. I will come up with an initial cost estimate based on the information you provided. It will be a rough estimate, but it should give you an idea of what to expect. If you have any reservations at that point, you can discuss other options. Otherwise, we will send someone for a close inspection and determine the exact cost, after which you can make your final decision. Both versions are excellent. Your attention to different ways of expressing the same idea is great practice. Keep it up.
Travis, I want to remember all these short version, short story. I want to keep this sentence, this short story in my mouth muscle. So I will practice every day. I will practice every day this short story. Okay, okay. Let me show you the next short sentences. You just listen carefully. You can't see the forest for the trees. You can't see the forest for the trees. Means someone is so focused on the details of a situation that they miss the bigger picture entirely.
That's a great idiom to learn, David. The correct version of the idiom is you can't see the forest for the trees. It means someone is so focused on the details that they miss the bigger picture. Here it is again. You can't see the forest for the trees. It's a useful phrase for describing a situation where someone is paying too much attention to small details and losing sight of the overall situation. Keep practicing it.
Okay, let me share the next one. Listen carefully. Someone needs to hard carry new business. Someone needs to hard carry new business. The way I see it, you are the one who can do it.
That's a good sentence, David. Here's a slightly more natural way to phrase it. Someone needs to take the lead on the new business. The way I see it, you are the one who can do it. This way, it sounds more natural and clear. Keep practicing.
Okay. For now, I don't have anything to add. For now, I don't have anything to add. If you are still unclear, just let me know. Sure, I will be happy to send you the schedule file. Could you bring me up to date on the project? Don't worry, I will keep you up to date. Let's go ahead and finalize the agreement. I'll send you the final schedule by the end of this year. I'll send you the final schedule by the end of the day. I would like to take a moment to introduce myself. How about these all simple but useful and powerful sentences?
These sentences are clear and useful, David. Here are are a few small tweaks to make them flow more naturally. For now, I don't have anything bad to report. If you are still unclear, just let me know. Sure, I would be happy to send you the schedule file. Could you bring me up to date on the project? Don't worry, I will keep you up to date. Let's go ahead and finalize the agreement. I will send you the finalized schedule by the end of the day. I would like to take a moment to introduce myself. These sentences are simple, but they are indeed powerful and useful in many situations. Great job.
Okay, I got it. Let me show you next sentences. Listen carefully. Can you send this file in a can you send this file in a PowerPoint format? It's not letting me open. It's not letting me log in. Can you check your connection? I'm trying to share a file, but for some reason it's not letting me. It's not letting me share it in the chat box, so I'll email it to you later. It's not really time sensitive, so we can wait. There are so many reasons I want to break up. That sounded bad, didn't it? As your quality manager, it's my duty to tell you there are some issues with this project. Uh, there, there is just no spark between us. You are boring. You are boring, Javed. I take after mother in looks, but I'm more like a father in personality. Does it have to be done now, or can you wait? I'm actually in the middle of something very important, so it can wait until tomorrow. Sorry, I'm with a customer. I'm gonna launch a meeting, so it'll have to wait. Our system is down at the moment, so I'm afraid that will have to wait. This application can save you a lot of work. If you make an appointment before you come, you can save time. This method will save you from having to manage it manually. If you if you if you could send it to me by today, that would be ideal. In fact, Thursday is not that ideal for me. I don't have time, so could you get back to me as soon as you can? Where did you hear that? How would you like your steak prepared? How would you like your steak prepared? Where did you hear that? Do you have any recommendation? As you can see on the slide, our evidence suggests that our report shows that, according to our research, the purpose of this presentation is to it's nice to be out, isn't it? So I often have to, quite regularly, I have to force myself out so I don't go crazy. I just I just realized that I just realized that I've been since around 5 this morning. It's only 4:21 in this evening and the traffic is a lot bad. I think this sentence is not good for remember. It's not good for remember. I will limit. Okay, let me take a minute. Let me take a minute. Okay, okay. Let's get started again. How did it go? How is it going? How did it go? What happened? We are still working. We are still working on making process. You are still working on making process.
Those are many useful phrases and sentences, David. Here are a few adjustments for better clarity and flow. Can you send this file in PowerPoint format? It's not letting me open it. It's not letting me log in. Can you check your connection? I'm trying to share a file, but for some reason it's not letting me share it in the chat box, so I'll email it to you later. It's not really time sensitive, so it can wait. There are so many reasons I want to break up. That sounded bad, didn't it? As a quality manager, it's my duty to tell you there are some issues with this project. There is just no spark between us. You are boring, Jarvis. I'm more like a father in personality. Does it have to be done now or can it wait? I'm actually in the middle of something very important, so it can wait until tomorrow. Sorry, I'm with a customer. I'm going to launch a meeting, so we will have to wait. Our system is down at the moment, so I'm afraid we'll have to wait. This application can save you a lot of work. If you make an appointment before you come, You can save time. This method will save you from having to manage it manually. If you could send it to me by today, that would be ideal. In fact, I don't have time. Could you get back to me as soon as you can? Where did you hear that? How would you like your steak prepared? Do you have any recommendations? As you can see on the slide, our report shows that according to our research, the purpose of this presentation is to show that it's nice to be out, isn't it? I have to pace myself so I don't go crazy. I just realized that I have been up since around 5 this morning. It's only 4:21 in the evening and the traffic is already bad. Like, I think this is not good for remembering. I will leave it. Okay, let me take a minute. Okay, let's get started again. How did it go? How's it going? How did it go? What happened? We are still working on making progress. These phrases cover a wide range of situations and are very practical. Keep practicing them and they'll become second nature to you.
Jarvis, you are very good at languages. You are very good at memory. You remember my sentences. You remember my sentences. All of them. You are very, you are really, I think you are really highly trained language learning AI.
Thank you, David. I'm here to help you with your language learning journey. Your dedication and practice are what truly make the
I mean, you are my great conversation partner to learn speaking English.
I'm glad to be your conversation partner, David. It's great to see your progress and dedication to learning English. Let's keep practicing together.
Let me show you. Let me show you another sentences. You just listen carefully. I thought, here you go. I thought you would submitted it by now. I thought you would have quit the job by now. I thought she would have gotten married by now. I thought it would be ended by now. I thought I would become really good at it by now. I was afraid there might be some typos. I was afraid there might be some typos. I was up all night double checking it. I don't want to look careless. I don't want them to think that I lack responsibility. I don't want them to think that I lack responsibility. I don't want you to think my company doesn't have enough abilities for this project. What if they find a typo and don't even read through the entire application? We only have 20 minutes left. I'm really hoping that we can go this time. We, we've already postponed it twice. We have already postponed it twice. I don't think duct tape is a good idea. I think, I don't think duct tape is a good idea. I think it would be better to use I think it would be better to use bandages. Try using several layers of bandages instead. In the meantime, I suggest you take a text to work just until it gets better. It's time to wrap things up and let's call it a day.
These sentences are very clear and useful, David. Here are a few minor adjustments for better flow and clarity. I thought you would have submitted it by now. I thought you would have quit the job by now. I thought you would have gotten married by now. I thought it would have ended by now. I thought I would be really good at it by now. I was afraid there might be some typos, so I was online double checking it. I don't want to look at it. I don't want them to think that I lack responsibility. I don't want you to think my company doesn't have enough ability for this project. What if they find a typo and reject the entire application? We only have 20 minutes left. I'm really hoping that we can go this time. We've already postponed it twice. I don't think duct tape is a good idea. I think it would be better to use bandages. Try using several layers of bandages. In the meantime, I suggest you take a test to work just until it gets better. It's time to wrap things up and call it a day. These adjustments help make the sentences sound even more natural. Great job.
Good job, Jarvis. I will check and review after our voice mode exercise time. I will find I'll find your point. I will find your point after our voice mode conversation exercise time. Let me show you the next sentences. You just listen carefully. Tell me about yourself. How do you deal with pressure or stressful situation? How do you deal with pressure or stressful situation? What are your strengths and weakness? What motivates you? I chose my career path. I am passionate about quality management. Why should we hire you? Why should we hire you? Tell me about you. Tell me about. Tell me about a time you overcame a challenge. Tell me about the time you overcame a challenge. Tell me about a time you overcame a challenge. What are your career goals? What are your career goals? Where do you where do you see yourself in 5 years? 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 Why do you want to work for our company? Why do you want to work for our company? Why are you leaving your current job? Why are you leaving your current job? Why are you leaving your current job? I really want, I really want the, I really want the opportunity to advance my career in quality control, quality management, to make good company, to make a great company. I really want the opportunity to advance my career in quality management, to make great company.
These sentences are great for practicing common interview questions. Here are a few minor tweaks for clarity and smoothness. Tell me about yourself. How do you deal with pressure or stressful situations? What are your strengths and weaknesses? What motivates you? I chose my career path because I am passionate about quality management. Why should we hire you? Tell me about a time you overcame a challenge. What are your career goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Why do you want to work for our company? Why are you leaving your current job? I really want the opportunity to advance my career in quality management and contribute to making a great company. These questions and responses are well constructed and important for interview practice. Keep it up.
Travis, in my opinion, I just wondering, I'm really ready for the next career. I'm not sure about this. Am I really ready for the next career to go another company? I'm not sure about that.
It's natural to feel uncertain about transitioning to a new career or moving to another company. Reflecting on your skills, experiences, and career goals can help you determine if you're ready. Consider what you want to achieve in your next role and how your current skills align with that. It might also help to talk to a mentor or someone in the industry for their perspective. Remember, it's okay to feel unsure. What matters is taking the time to assess and prepare for your next steps.
Okay, I got it. Let me show you the next short story. Next short uh, dialogue that I prepared before. You just read carefully. I want to keep these all sentences in my mouth muscle. Yeah, I go. Do you like travel? Why or why not? I don't like travel because even if my food carefully, I often experience stomach trouble at the overseas, and I used to feel uncomfortable sleeping in a new bed.
That's a good dialogue, David. Here are some slight adjustments for natural flow. Do you like to travel? Why or why not? I don't like to travel because even if I choose my food carefully, I often experience stomach trouble overseas. Also, I feel uncomfortable sleeping in a new bed. Your sentences are clear and to the point. Keep practicing them.
Okay, let's move on to the next dialogue. Let's move on to the next dialogue. What countries have you been and where was the best country you've been and why? I visited the USA, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, China, and I think USA America was the best. And New York, I believe New York was the best. New York is very famous and has a large scale. Plus, it was great with iconic tourist attractions like Statue of Liberty.
That's a great dialogue, David. Here are a few tweaks for clarity and smoothness. What countries have you been to, and where was the best country you visited, and why? I have visited the USA, Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, and China. I think the USA was the best. Specifically, New York was the best. New York is very famous and has a large scale. Plus, it has iconic tourist attractions like the Statue of Liberty. Your explanation is clear and engaging. Keep practicing these dialogues.
Okay, let me show you the next one. What country is the worst country you've been and why? In my opinion, in my experience, there was the worst place. Each place has its own characteristics. I want to remember all that places forever.
That's a thoughtful response, David. Here's a slightly adjusted version for clarity. What was the worst country you visited and why? In my opinion, and from my experience, each place has its own characteristics. I want to remember all those places forever. This phrasing keeps your answer positive and acknowledges the unique qualities of each place. Great job.
Okay, let me show you the next short sentence. Next short but useful and powerful sentences. Remember that place I was telling you about. You remember that place I was telling you about. I don't think this sentence is not good to me. Uh, uh, I'm gonna remove. Uh, I remove this sentence. Okay, I removed this sentence. That sentence in my note.
Got it, David? It's good to be selective with the phrases you practice. If you ever have any doubts about a sentence, feel free to remove it and focus on the ones that are most useful for you. What's the next sentence you'd like to practice?
What are you doing these days? What are you doing these days?
I'm here to help you practice and improve your English. Whether it's through conversation, correcting sentences, or providing feedback, my goal is to support your learning journey. What would you like to work on next?
I got it. I got it, Jarvis. Let's get ready. I don't know why there are so many people there. I don't know why there are so many people there. I don't know why there are so many people there. I don't know why there are so many people there.
That's a clear and natural sentence, David. It's useful for expressing confusion or curiosity about a crowd. If you'd like to practice similar sentences or have any other phrases in mind, just let me know.
Uh, you you've probably felt it as much as I have, as much as I have. Do you understand? Could you please share me the Korean translation for this sentence? You've probably felt it as much as I have.
Sure, David. The Korean translation for "you've probably felt it as much as I have" is 당신도 저만큼이나 느꼈을 거예요.
I got it. That makes sense. I couldn't agree more. That makes sense. You've probably felt it as much as I have. You've probably felt it as much as I have. You've probably you've probably felt it as much as I have. You've probably felt it as much as I have. You've probably felt it as much as I have. You probably know as well as I do. You probably know. You probably know as well as I do. You probably know as well as I do. You probably know. You probably know about that as well as I do.
Great practice, David. Repeating these sentences helps with memorization and fluency. You've probably felt it as much as I have. You probably know as well as I do. Both are useful expressions. Keep practicing them and they'll become more natural for you.
I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about that.
Perfect, David. These sentences express indifference very clearly. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less about that. Keep practicing these phrases and they'll become second nature.
I couldn't have done it better, sir. I couldn't have done it. I don't believe. I don't believe this. I don't believe this sample sentence. I just removed this sample sentence on my note.
Understood, David. It's good to focus on sentences that you find useful and believable. If you have any other phrases or sentences you'd like to practice, let me know.
What is everything? I just removed that sentence on my note. Is it correct? Is it grammatically correct?
Yes, the sentence, I just removed the sentence on my note is grammatically correct. Another way to say it could be, I just removed the sentence from my notes. Both versions work well.
Okay, I just removed that sentence from my note.
It looks like your sentence got cut off. Did you mean to say, okay, I'll just leave you with the text message from my,
No, no, no,
you
no,
might,
no, 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 no. I said I just removed that sentence from my note.
got it, David. You meant to say, I just removed that sentence from my notes. That makes perfect sense and is grammatically correct.
Okay, okay, let me show you the next one. Here I go. Here I go. It's difficult to improve English speaking skills. It's difficult to improve English speaking skills. It's difficult.
That's a clear and concise sentence, David. Repeating it helps reinforce the structure and meaning. It's indeed challenging, but your consistent practice will pay off. Keep going.
It's been a week since I ordered them, but they still haven't arrived. It's been a week since I ordered them, but they still haven't arrived. It's been a week since I ordered them. It's been a week since I ordered them, but they still haven't arrived. It's been a week since I ordered them. It's been a week since I ordered them, but they still haven't arrived. But, but they still haven't arrived.
Here's a slightly clearer version of that phrase. They still haven't arrived. This emphasizes that their arrival is still pending. Great practice.
Uh, would you please give me one more time, please?
Of course, David. Here it is again. They still haven't arrived. Keep practicing, and it will become more natural to say.
No, no, no. The whole sentence. The whole sentence you just told me.
Certainly, David. Here's the full sentence again. They still haven't arrived. This emphasizes that their arrival is still pending. Great practice.
I told you it's been a week since I ordered them, but they still haven't arrived. It's been a week since I ordered them, but they still haven't arrived.
That's a well-constructed sentence, David. Here it is again. I told you it's been a week since I ordered them, but they still haven't arrived. Your practice is paying off. Keep up the good work.
Okay, I wanna keep going with you. You are my great company partner. I like you very much. I really appreciate your kind support, your time and kind support. Listen carefully. Generally speaking, you would look good even if you gained weight. Generally speaking, you would look good even if you gained weight. You would look good even if you gained weight.
Thank you, David. I appreciate your kind words. Here's your sentence again for practice. Generally speaking, you would look good even if you can't win. This sentence is clear and
No. I told you, even if uh, you would look good even if you gained weight. Gained. 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 You would look good even if you gained weight.
got it, David? Here's your sentence again. Generally speaking, you would look good even if you gained weight. This sentence is clear and correct. Keep up the great practice.
How about this? Honestly speaking, you would look good even if you gained weight.
That's perfect, David. Your sentence is clear and natural. Honestly speaking, you would look good even if you gained weight. Great job.
Even if my wife says no, I'm going to travel for a month. I'm going to travel for a month. Even if my wife doesn't like it, even if my wife is not happy with it, even if my wife is not happy with it, even if my wife is not happy with it, whether she likes or not, whether she likes or not, I'm going to travel for a month. Even if my wife is not happy with it, I'm going to travel for a month. Even if my wife doesn't like it, I'm going to travel for a month.
Those are great sentences, David. Here are your sentences for practice. Even if my wife says no, I'm going to travel for a month. Even if my wife doesn't like it, I'm going to travel for a month. Even if my wife is not happy with it, I'm going to travel for a month. Whether she likes it or not, I'm going to travel for a month. These sentences are clear and well constructed. Keep practicing.
My main concern is my main concern here is my English speaking skill will not improve.
I understand your concern, David. Here's a slightly refined version. My main concern is that my English speaking skills will not improve. Keep practicing consistently and remember that progress takes time. You're doing great.
Okay, I got it. I'm sure I understand. Okay, I got it. Even if I knew it, I wouldn't tell you. Even if I knew it, I wouldn't tell you.
That's a great sentence for practice, David. Here it is again. Even if I knew it, I wouldn't tell you. Repeating it helps reinforce the structure. Keep practicing.
Even if I knew it, I wouldn't tell you. Even if I knew it, I wouldn't tell you. Even though I want to be in your class, I have to leave now. Even though I want to be in your class, I have to leave now. Even though I want to be in your class, I have to leave now. Even though I want to be in your class, but I have to leave now.
Those are well-constructed sentences, David. Here they are for practice. Even if I knew it, I wouldn't tell you. Even though I want to be in your class, I have to leave now. Repeating them helps with memorization. Great job.
I hope to see you in the next class. See you in the next class. Travis, are you okay? I just changed your mode to 3.5 version. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna share you the next one. Listen carefully. I hope to see you in the next class. Hope to see you. Hope to see you in the next class. What do you say about this?
It sounds good, David. Here's the sentence for you. I hope to see you in the next class. Keep practicing, and you'll get even more comfortable with sentences like these.
Even though I spent a few years looking for another job. Even though I spent for few years. Even though I spent for even though I spent a few years looking for another job. Even though, I say again, listen carefully. Even though I spent a few years, even though I spent a few years looking for another job. Even though I spent a few years looking for another job. Even though, even though I spent a few years looking for another job.
The correct sentence is, even though I spent a few years looking for another job. That's well said, David. Keep up the good work with your practice.
Am I right? My sentence is right. Even though I spent a few years looking for another job.
Your sentence seems a bit unclear. Did you mean honors or another job?
Another job. Even though I spent a few years looking for another job.
Yes, that sentence is correct. It means that despite spending several years searching for another job, something might have happened in the meantime.
Okay, let me show you the next one. As some of you may, uh, I'm gonna show you short story. You just listen carefully. As some of you may have already heard, I've been resigned. As of next month, Mr. Kim will officially be in charge here. But from this, but from this point on, he will effectively be learning things as we slowly prepare for this transition. For now, everything will be pretty much the same, but as you can imagine, there will be some changes moving forward. So please feel free to come up with free- so please feel free to come to me with any questions. Do you understand? This this short story.
Got it. Here's a refined version of your statement. As some of you may have already heard, I've resigned. Starting next month, Mr. Kim will officially take over. However, he'll begin running things now to smoothly transition. Initially, everything will remain similar, but expect changes ahead. Feel free to ask me any questions. How does that sound to you?
One more time, please.
Sure, here's a clearer version. As some of you may already know, I've resigned. Mr. Kim will officially take charge next month, but he's already starting to manage things as we transition. Things will mostly stay the same for now, but there will be changes coming up. Feel free to ask me any questions. Does that capture what you wanted to express?
Travis, honestly speaking, I should review and check after our voice mode practice because honestly speaking, I don't understand exactly the, the every word. Do you understand? Okay. Anyway, anyway, your revised version was helpful for me.
I understand. It's important to review and practice after our voice mode sessions. If you have any questions or need further clarification, feel free to ask. I'm glad the revised version was helpful for you.
Okay, why not? I got it.
Great. If you have any more questions or need further assistance later on, just let me know.
Let me show the next one. There is a last stop. No, no. Never mind. I just removed this sentence from my note. Let's move on to the next one. Does anybody need to use the bathroom? Does anybody need to use the bathroom? Does anybody need to use the bathroom? Why not?
Got it. Moving on. What's next on your mind?
You have very good observation.
Thank you. What else would you like to work on today?
You just give me very good observation.
I'm glad you found it helpful. What's next on your agenda for our practice?
Listen carefully. Let me tell you the next one. I'm not sure if I will remember these words in a few days. I'm not sure if I remember these words, this story in a few days. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I remember these short stories in a few days.
It's natural to feel uncertain about remembering everything, but with regular practice, you'll find it gets easier over time. Let's continue with the next one.
I might even forget them in a few minutes or hours. I might even forget them in a few minutes or hours. I I may I may even forget them. I might even forget them in a few minutes or hours.
It's common to feel that way, especially when learning new things. The key is consistent practice to reinforce what you're learning.
I'm concerned that my memory is getting worse. I'm concerned that my memory is getting worse. I'm not used to this this. I'm not used to this condition.
It's understandable to feel concerned about changes in memory. Consistency in learning and practicing can help improve memory retention over time.
Okay, I got it. I don't think I don't think let me show you one more time. I think if I don't use them frequently in my daily life, there's a high chance there is a high chance I'll forget I forget I forget them. I think if I don't use them frequently in my daily life, there's a high chance I forget them.
That's a common concern, especially with language learning. Using English regularly in your daily life can indeed help prevent forgetting what you've learned.
Okay. It's time, Joe. I really appreciate your time and support. Anything else? Anything else before we wrap things up?
No problem, David. It's been great practicing with you. If there's nothing else, we can wrap things up here.
Okay. Take care. Bye for now. See you next time.
Take care, David. Bye for now. See you next time.